Good morning. This is Ritesh Mathur from the Department of Mechanical Engineering from Arya College of Engineering and IT, Kukas. In this lecture, we will discuss the various types of pulleys. So, what is a pulley? It is a metallic or wooden wheel which is capable to rotation about an axis. Okay, the main purpose of pulley to lift the weights. So basically, there are two types of pulleys. One is fixed pulley, and other one is your movable pulley. So whatever the pulley, the assumption are uh, the following, that the weight is negligible and the pulley is smooth. So this fixed pulley. In this fixed pulley, the pulley is fixed. At the one side we apply the effort, and the other side the load is being uh, load which is to be lifted is attached. So as in from the figure, if we take the equilibrium condition, that is moment equals to 0 about its center O, then P into R minus W into R will be equals to 0. So P equals to W. Mechanical advantage will be W by P, it is 1. So in the absence of friction, efficiency will be equals to 1, hence velocity ratio will be equals to mechanical advantage, which is equals to 1. So the application of this fixed pulley is to change the direction of applied force, which is always easier to apply in the downward direction, and to raise a load in upward direction by applying effort in downward direction. Now the movable pulley, in this the pulley changes its position, okay, when your work is being done. So load is to be raised, is attached to the pulley itself, and the axle of pulley raises rises and descends with the load. So under the equilibrium condition, if I take the moment about center, it is P into R minus Q into R equals to 0. So I can say P equals to Q. What is the P and Q? These are the tension. So if the string is same, then the tension will be same. So I can say P equals to Q equals to W by 2. Okay. Again, if I take the moment about point A, it is W into R minus P into 2R. So P equals to W by 2. So the weight W is equally shared by the two portion of the rope. Okay. Now, normally we are taking the combination of single and movable pulley. So for the movable pulley, the effort applied T is W by 2. The fixed pulley changes the direction of effort, that is downward. So with reference to this figure, if the load is lifted from O to O dash, then the distance traveled by the load is Y, but the distance traveled by the effort P is twice, that is AA plus BB dash. So this will be 2Y. So velocity ratio will be 2Y by Y equals to 2. Now the system of pulleys. This is first system of pulley. The all pulleys 1, 2 and 3 are movable, and one is your fixed pulley. A separate rope passes around the periphery of each pulley, so the tension will be different for each rope. The load is attached to the bottommost pulley, and the effort is in the convenient direction at a fixed pulley. Okay, so from the figure, under equilibrium condition, W will be equals to 2T1, T1 will be equals to 2T2, and T2 will be equals to 2T3. P equals to T3. So W will be equals to 2 into 2T2, it is 4T2, which is equals to 4 into 2 into T3, that is your 8T3. So mechanical advantage will be W by P, it is equals to 8. So 8, I can say that instead of 8, it is 2 to the power 3, means 2 cube. So this is your mechanical advantage. Again, mechanical advantage must be equals to your velocity ratio for the smooth pulley. So here the W and MA and VR is same, that is equals to 2 to the power 3. In general, if there are n number of pulleys in the system, that is your movable pulley, then VR will be equals to 2 to the power n. Remember one thing, that here n is number of movable pulley, not the fixed pulley. Then the second system of pulleys. Whatever the salient feature, again it has 3 pulleys in the upper block and 2 pulleys in the lower block. It may be 2 pulley, it may be 3 pulley, that depends. The upper block is fixed to a support and the lower block is movable. One end of the rope is fixed to the upper pulley in the lower block, and the same rope goes round the various pulleys. Means the rope is same, So the tension will be same. The weight W is attached to the lower block and the effort is applied at the free end of the rope. So suppose we are taking one condition that the number of pulleys on the upper block and the lower block are different. So in this, there are two pulleys in the lower block. So according to the figure under equilibrium condition, W will be equals to 5T, or I can write it is equals to 5P because the T rope is same and effort P it is equals to T, so T equals to P. So mechanical advantage will be W by P, it is 5. So under ideal condition, no friction, so velocity ratio will be equals to mechanical advantage equals to 5. So in general, I can say the velocity ratio equals to N. What is N? N is the total number of pulley, that is a combination of upper and lower block. Now the second case, we are taking the number of pulleys in the upper and lower block same. That is 3 in the upper and 3 in the lower. So by figure under equilibrium condition, W will be equals to 6T because there are 6 segments of strings, or it is equals to 6P because T equals to P. So mechanical advantage will be equals to 6. Then velocity ratio will be equals to mechanical advantage. For your ideal condition, it is equal to 6. Again, velocity ratio will be equals to N. Remember one thing, that here N is your total number of pulleys in the upper block plus lower block. Then the third system of pulleys. In this, there are several movable pulleys. Okay, our pulleys are movable pulleys used at the topmost pulley is kept fixed. So there is same number of ropes as in the same number of pulleys. So here number of pulleys are 4, 3 movable, 1 is fixed, and the number of ropes are also 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The tensions are T1, T2, T3, T4. One end of the rope is connected to a block which carries the load and the other end is fixed to the next lower pulley. The effort is applied to the lowest pulley. So from the equilibrium of the system, I can say that W equals to T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus T4. Now T1 equals to P. So and T2 equals to 2T1, that is equals to 2P. T3 is 2T2, it is 2 into 2P, that is 2 square P. And T4 equals to 2T3, this will be 2 cube P. So what is W? W equals to P plus 2P plus 2 square P plus 2 cube P. So it will be P into 2 to the power 4 minus 1. So mechanical advantage will be equals to W by P. So this will be equals to 2 to the power 4 minus 1. So in general, if there are n number of pulleys, then mechanical advantage will be 2 to the power n minus 1. So for the ideal condition, velocity ratio will be equals to mechanical advantage. So it is equals to 2 to the power n minus 1, and here n is number of pulleys. Remember one thing, that the formula of what we have derived for the velocity ratio will be different, but the formula for the mechanical advantage and efficiency will be same. Now let us take one example. So in the third system of pulleys, there are 4 pulleys. You will have to find the effort required to lift a load of 1800 Newton. Efficiency is given 75%, and you will have to calculate the amount of effort wasted in friction. So number of pulleys N equals to 4, W equals to 1800 Newton, efficiency is 75%. So if P is the effort required to lift the load, then the velocity ratio for this will be 2 to the power N minus 1. Here N equals to 4. So velocity ratio is 15. Mechanical advantage is W by P. So it is equals to 1800 upon P. The formula for mechanical efficiency is mechanical advantage upon velocity ratio. So from this, the P is 160 Newton and the effort wasted in friction is, we know the formula is P actual minus P ideal. So P actual is 160 and P ideal is W by VR. So it is equals to 40 Newton. That's all about this. Thank you.